Dr. LB, please explain to us what is NEAC.
Well, NEAC, and some people call it NEAC, is basically an exam application center, specialized in NCLEX applications, but we also assist with other applications, mostly medical applications.
So, Dr. LB, NEAC stands for Nurse Exam Application Center. Ms. Irish, may I ask you, in processing our application, I'm a nurse, I would like to work abroad or internationally. What are the requirements do I have to submit to NCLEX?
Basic requirements such as school credentials like transcript, QR, RLA, and of course the diploma. So to be able to, let's see, if you want to apply to the States, that's NCLEX exam, you need to be an RN graduate. And also, there's also another exam, which is LPN, which is practical nurse.
Practical nurse?
Yes.
Okay.
And registered nurse.
Registered nurse.
Yeah, the practical nurse is 2 years. Usually then the registered nurse, it's 4 years. And also, more or less the same requirements actually if you want to go as registered nurse to the Middle East. So those are the basic requirements if you want to become a registered nurse internationally.
How can we help the Filipino nurses then?
Now, the ultimate goal of all nursing graduates is, I think, going to the States. I know a lot of nurses, they work in Australia or UK or Middle East, but they eventually want to go to the States. So that's why we have a lot of applicants who are currently working in Middle East or in UK, Australia, even Singapore, Hong Kong, but they apply to us online, and then we process their application and we help them to become USRN. USRN stands for United States Registered Nurse. So as you know, to be able to work in the States, you need to be a USRN. And there's a question usually nurses are asking, should I be applying for NCLEX now? Because as you may know, for the last 5 years, the United States is not hiring nurses anymore. There's a retrogression in progress right now. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't apply NCLEX. Let me explain why. Once the immigration department allows again to hire more nurses, let's say another 50,000 or 30,000, it usually happens that way. Because since 1980s, U.S. is hiring nurses from the Philippines. So it's going to continue. This is not the end of it. So it's going to continue. In the next hiring spree, when they come here to hire nurses, they're going to be hiring, of course, those who are already licensed in the States. So that's what we do. We help nurses to get licensed here while they're in the Philippines or wherever they are, not in the States, but overseas somewhere else working as a nurse. We help them to get licensed before they go to the States. So that increases their chances to get hired. Because think about it, if a U.S. employer comes here, are they going to choose just a nursing college graduate, or are they going to choose a PRC passer, or are they going to choose an NCLEX passer, or are they going to choose someone who's licensed in the States? So basically, if a nurse doesn't apply now, and then the hiring spree begins, it will be too late to apply for licensing because it takes long. It takes anywhere from 2 months to 1 year.
What are the services offered by NEAC?
We offer them many services actually, like we process from the start, let's see, credential evaluation until they pass the exam or until they become a USRN. Or even
as a registered nurse,
yes,
right?
Even after that, because once you pass the NCLEX, it's not enough yet. You need to get a visa screening certificate. That's one of the requirements for applying for a working visa.
And we have actually another service for our applicants. Let's say they don't have the necessary application fees, money, but if they have a credit card, so they can apply through credit card, and then
that's much easier.
Yes, they can divide the payments into 12 months or whatever the bank is allowing them.
Or your application was denied, there will be a guaranteed payment, money back guarantee.
Yes, we have a safe processing guarantee, and which basically we guarantee the nurse that they will be approved, they will receive their eligibility, or we will return their service fee that they paid to us. But believe me, we have 16,000 nurses registered with us. And then we process so far about 10,000 nurses, maybe more. In this 10,000, I don't really remember anyone that got denied.
Oh,
because
wonderful.
well, once you do something for a long time and then you become expert, of course it's easy for us. People come to us because they don't want to have any mistake, because mistakes cost them time
Lots
and
of
money.
Lots of money,
And
yes.
they don't have the time to study all this requirements. So basically we are here to make things easier and hassle-free and mistake-free so that it is processed fast.
We would like to ask Dr. LB your message.
We process applications not only here in our center, but we also process it online. Actually, applying online and applying from our centers is not different. It's the same process. We have thousands of people applying online. We have nurses from anywhere, from Middle East, Australia, Singapore. I think we have served more than 20 countries so far online. It's very easy process. So regardless you are currently working in a different country, we have even additional services like we call it VIP service, where you can where we take care of your PRC papers. Let's say, because when you apply to for NCLEX, you need to get certain documents
Philippine
from
Regulation
PRC.
Commission, PRC.
Right, and then you need to get documents from TOR from your school, and some other documents need to sign by them. So if you're overseas and you cannot take care of this, there is no problem with that, because we are helping with that process also.
That's very nice to hear. Thank you very much, Kapatid Irish. Thank you very much, Dr. LB Akman.